Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my reaction to the 4th episode of Mahoutsukai no Yome. So, in the last episode, Chisa had been kidnapped by a dragon, and Ellis did go after her sort of like he was hidden in her shadow, literally, and just kind of popped out, which I did not expect. I did not see that coming. I also didn't expect the dragon to just kind of toss Chisa in that cold, cold water. You know, risking hypothermia and all that. Luckily, Elias had his drying magic at hand, so that wasn't too much of an issue. But yeah, the episode was mostly just Chisa interacting with the dragons while the grown-ups talked, pretty much. Which included playing with the children, which was a lot of fun. And the much more serious emotional part with the interacting with the ancient dragon who was essentially on his deathbed. Like, they pretty much had a heart-to-hearts, Chisa and the dragon, discussing really just living life in general. Because the dragon had lived a long life, in general, dragons live a long life, and he knew his time was coming. And neither him or the little ones were, like, bothered or concerned at all about the idea of death. They were looking forward to becoming a tree. And, yeah, Chisa, on the subject of living, she pretty much sold herself into slavery because she didn't want to live her life anymore, so she kind of gave her life away to someone else that wanted it more, essentially. And the dragon, I assume with the help of some of Chisa's magic, they were able to kind of share a dream together so she could experience flying and just saw this beautiful sky with the nice music and everything. It was a great scene. I couldn't really come up with much to commentate on it, but it was a great scene. And just, yeah, that's all I really had to say on it, so let's get into the next one. As usual, there will be no audio or footage of the anime used in the reaction for copyright reasons. There is a timer in the upper left-hand corner, and subs below me to help you follow along. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. My internet's currently down, so I'm not even going to be able to upload this right away when I'm finished rendering it. Unfortunately. Like, I still have my Blend-S reaction sitting on my computer waiting for my internet to work. Which really sucks. Still waiting for Ruth to show up. Everything must have a beginning. Very much true, and also a simpler title than last time. Okay, so that was a cat meowing. I was about to say, is that a cat? I don't know why I chuckle, that's sad, but... He's got his trusty mask. She was not ready for that lap pillow. And you're in a moving vehicle. Does he fully comprehend what a honeymoon is? I can't help but wonder. Clearly. Of course it talks. Didn't know the lives worked that way. But 7's pretty close to 9, you're almost out. I would love to go to a cat country. That'd be great. The King of Cats. Which is funny, because I watched Hoseki no Kuni earlier, and there was another king in that one. The King of the Flesh species. I can never remember what they're called. They're watching you. I want to go here. Why can't I come here as well? Yeah, I'd be surprised if there wasn't a lot of cats. I guess Ruth probably isn't going to show up in this episode if it's a cat episode. A human. It's like, get off my waifu. He's a very mouthy cat. Everyone knows. That's not a cat. It's very fluffy. Could have swore the other cat said he was king, but whatever. She even has the heterochromia, whatever you call the two-eye thing. You're scratching up her clothes. Humans. A human. He got out of there. She is. Very, very fluffy. She is your owner, but you look after her. I see how it is. And yes, she is. That's less cute. So that's why he hid. She's like, what have I got myself into here? What kind of a monster would kill cats? I hope he died a slow and painful death. Thank you. As it should be. I see something, all right. Yeah. Yeah, thinking about her own mother. Her mother was not as great as... Nothing personal, kid. I'm just, killing you. I was about to say, what is this? Kidnap attempt number 12? And the second time she fell in the water. Yeah, isn't that the woman we saw in the very beginning of the episode? Don't be mean to the cat. You were the one being rude. You better not be knitting. Yeah, I think she's the one from the... He has definitely seen better days. Yeah, so she's clearly trying to get help from Chisa. You know, while drowning her. Clearly. Yeah, we're 4 episodes in. I doubt it, but it's no use worrying about either way. Just try your best. There's that person. The evil fairy. I know, right? Well, you're the slay biggie, for one thing. Yeah, I guess that would be an issue, wouldn't it? If I was in her position, I would have a lot of trouble loving the world. You know, he even looks more frightening in the dark. Like, seriously. So she really is gonna walk on the water. I was wondering how she would get over there. Hard to say, we didn't really see a whole lot of it. But either way, it doesn't change what has to be done. Poor fairy. So he knows him. I knew he would squeeze harder. Yeah, not mage, a sorcerer. They're really pushing that distinction in this episode. No, she had a leash when he got her. Man, they hit us with a lot in those last couple minutes, didn't they? You can kind of understand why the cats, like mages but dislike sorcerers after that. I don't 100% remember the difference between them. I think one was just more sciencey. Hey, looks like Marinette's working again. Pretty good timing. So, that was the 4th episode of Mahoutsukai no Yome. Yeah, this episode, they visited the Kingdom of Cats and met the King of Cats. It was a pretty interesting looking cat, with the heterochromia and everything, and very fluffy. And, of course, Chisa runs into trouble, like she usually does. First, she almost gets drowned. The one girl, Spirit or whatever, asking for her help. With, I think she was asking to cleanse the corruption and everything. Because I guess her husband, it was basically that thing and just clinging to her. Or something like that. And of course, not everyone wants it to be cleansed, apparently. The sorcerer kind of getting in the way there. Putting a knife at Chisa's neck, squeezing the fairy. Which, I know the fairy's done some bad stuff, but doesn't deserve to be squeezed to death. So yeah. Also learned that the Alias's magic type is like shadow, so it's not compatible with doing, cleansing of that dark corruption and everything. And, yeah. Don't really have much more to say than that. I mean, obviously, it says something about the fate of a slave beggy. How, death is coming for her. Something to that effect. I always take what bad guys say with a grain of salt. I'm sure we'll get some elaboration on exactly what he means next episode. So, yeah. Let me know what you thought of the anime. Which thought of my reaction in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.